The woman sat there, deep in thought. I asked you, wouldn't you go back to save her? Without you, I wouldn't run. She was tied to a post, calmly smoking. She even looked like she was enjoying herself. Who would have thought she was a thief? What a twist. 80 grand in subtitles for a smooth exit, but then the screech of brakes told her the savior was back in town. The man asked directly who was in charge, while Han Ying approached with a show-watching smile. 50 grand? Go ahead and toss it. The other party suddenly demanded a cool 100 grand. When Han Ying threatened to report him for being a creep, she insisted on following the rules. But then he flashed his gun and added to the tone but harsh, "I'm your brother-in-law, so you're my husband, right? What exactly does my husband do in this situation? Cops and wanted criminals, a pack of wolves from the north." She was totally green with envy. Jealous of his earlier talk with them, she felt an outsider as a couple. Pull over. He pulled over, Han Ying opened the door, and the man followed. She was left in the back of the car. I want to go back. Why? I came for the money, but now I'm broke. I can't move. I'm giving you money. You did give me money, but now it's gone. You need to cover me again, Lai Han Ying. Let's be reasonable here. You wanted to save me. Don't care if you're short. Illa 2K. His car theft, my fault. No, yours. She felt a fool, unaware the man in the car was rattling the trunk. Lai Han Ying wouldn't leave without cash. Yes, she yelled. You said you had money. What else? I'm just a stranger to you. You paid for my help, not me begging you. Find your kid fast. Saving him saves the child. Isn't it? Who hasn't lost someone? Dolu heard her scream and jumped from the car. She pointed at Lai Han Ying, then threw a "you can go back to your family," which hit the man's nerve. Say that again. Dolu didn't dare speak again, but stood her ground. The man regained his composure and let her go, but after losing face in front of the woman he loved, he had to find a way to regain his pride. Let go of you? Really? Am I going to hit you? Yes. They ended up in a brawl as the woman turned to leave. Realizing it, she shouted at Lai Han Ying to stop. Hearing money in Kun City, she turned. If you fight again, better kill one. Back on the road, the two men remained hostile. Dolu finished the water in the bottle by day, and the man drove, enduring thirst and fatigue, but by night they got completely lost. No phone signal, no response to cries. They groped forward on a dangerous path. Perhaps desolation and loneliness eased their relationship, yet they entered no man's land, returning to start at night. Not only were they out of water, the car nearly out of gas. Dolu peed and considered a sip. Suddenly, a giant bee attacked. She returned to the car. After it left, something jumped on the hood. Luckily, it was just a fat rabbit, enough to fill everyone's stomachs. Rabbit blood is precious. She considered having the woman collect it in a bottle. But she snatched it away, feeling sorry for the bunny's guts. Lai Han Ying. Somebody's going to die. Lai Han Ying hopped into the driver's seat while the two men gazed up at the sky. Luckily, it didn't take long. She ended up with a bottle that had half a cup of milky liquid, which was the milk she just squeezed out of the bunny. Dolu was totally enjoying it, getting a bit obsessed. When I was hanging out in the wind, I prayed to the Buddha. So why didn't Buddha send down a bucket of milk? Because someone has sinned. The man didn't respond, as if his secret was hit. Lai Han Ying put the bunny down, her eyes suddenly fierce. As Lai Han Ying stood up, the man violently lashed out, plunging a knife into the ground, but he missed. She was about to strike again, but Lai Han Ying blocked her. Dolu stepped back up, handing over the warm bottle of bunny milk. Her eyes still held murderous rage, but thankfully, she didn't lose it. I've seen this before, something's definitely up. She remained angry, her look changed. Dolu left, yet she stood awkwardly. She struggled internally for quite some time, but finally calmed down. The car set off again, this time with Dolu. Just as the name foretold, they finally saw human eyes. She rubbed her eyes in disbelief. The two men glanced at each other. Around the campfire, with luxury cars but no alcohol, everyone was jolly. She saw the half-empty bottle and cursed silently. But the thrill of survival made her slump in her seat. She handed out her son's missing flyers, then sat by the fire, smoking. There was no water in camp, everyone drank alcohol. It made them tipsy, bringing people much closer. You're kind of strange. You're clearly a good person, but sometimes you look terrifying. Shouldn't a good person be a little scary? They chatted more, growing closer with every word. They talked about their families and shared pictures. Do you have kids? Yeah. Suddenly, wild music blared from the camp, stirring Dallas Wildside. She howled like a wolf, twisting her body, that primal blood fueled by the fire, dancing on her bronze skin's muscles.